Hello everyone, MMC Fan here with the second half of my Marvel Legends Disney Plus Wave 6 concept, which recently wrapped over on Instagram. This is my final bit of content on these, so let's see what the full wave finally looks like. So I've done No Way Home and I've done Infinity Saga, so this is my third full wave of concept Marvel Legends. In the last video I revealed the first 4 and a handful of Build-A-Figure parts. Let's reveal the rest. So kicking this one off, it's the Werewolf from Werewolf by Night. This show was really unique and one of the strongest bits of new content that we've got from Marvel recently. But being a bit niche and kind of like one and done with just that one special, it didn't get a huge amount of merch. I'd hope that Hasbro could at least do the lead monster in a future wave. So here he is, here is the Werewolf. My favourite feature of this is the 100% black and white packaging, which I think is a fun thing I could totally see Hasbro doing. I think Funko did it for this, so it's a really cool way of displaying the figure, and I kept the figure inside coloured so that he didn't look odd on display, and obviously because the Build-A-Figure part needed to be yellow and orange and things, but maybe Hasbro could also do a black and white version for like a convention or like a retail exclusive or something. There's lots of possibilities with this guy. It's essentially a more updated version of the really old Toy Biz werewolf body, with the new colouring and better articulation as well. He also comes with the Bloodstone as an accessory and some alternate hands too. Next up, it's one of the best concepts I've ever had the joy of mocking up, and that's largely down to the fact that it wasn't actually me making this one. So the creator that I collaborated with was The Glowing Ghost over on Instagram, and I'll pop a link down to his page in the description down below. But he did a phenomenal custom render of a Kahori action figure from What If Season 2. All I've done here is package it and add the Build-A-Figure part, really. You know, I was blown away by his work for sure. It looked so real. So that is why this one just looks so spot on. This slot was originally going to be a different live action character, like I was toying between kind of Quicksilver from WandaVision or maybe Obi from Loki, but having seen What If Season 2, I couldn't not add her in which is something that absolutely Hasbro would do. You know, she got other merch and Funkos and things, and she is a prominent new character, so I'm absolutely convinced that Disney would kind of force Hasbro to make this one eventually. So I feel like potentially this is the most likely figure of this entire wave to actually become a reality, maybe even later this year. And the final regular figure is Maya Lopez from Echo. This was a bit of a debate in my head as to whether to do her in her final outfit or just a biker jacket, but I went for the final outfit because of the other merch that has used it. You know, there was a Lego minifigure and there was a Funko Pop and things, and I like to use those as my basis for making these seem realistic, because if Disney asked for certain outfits for those, they'd probably ask Hasbro the same thing. So that means that she has this hugely detailed traditional outfit, which would be really unique, and also the prosthetic leg as well, which would absolutely have to be like a different sculpt, as well as the new head, and that will probably have the new ponytail as well. She doesn't really need any accessories aside from a change of hands, because she doesn't really have any weapons that you associate with her character that aren't her leg, but that's actually really good, because the Build-A-Figure part that was remaining to be in this one is that massive torso for the Sicarian Iron Man, so that worked out really well. And that just leaves the Build-A-Figure, which is of course the Sicarian Iron Man suit from What If Season 2. Again, this was going to be Abomination from She-Hulk when I was originally drafting up this wave, and then I saw the second series of What If and I saw how epic and like Power Ranger like this suit looks, and Hasbro love Iron Man to pieces, so it was a no-brainer to include it, and maybe I'll do Abomination another time in the future. But the other thing with this one, the Hot Toys figure was also revealed, and that served as the perfect base for all of these edits, which wasn't as much of a consideration, but certainly helped. You know, I do like to make my life easy and fun when I can. And there we have it. Here is the final wave in its entirety, all done. Let me know in the comments which of these that you would absolutely pick up if they were real. Let me know which characters I completely skipped on and should definitely do in a future custom wave as well. I think Hasbro is at a bit of a crossroads when it comes to Disney Plus, because they've had some absolute hits. You know, Moon Knight and things have been absolutely fantastic, but equally they've also had some poorly chosen stuff, you know, like Red Skull and Howard the Duck and things that have just kind of warmed shelves. So I'm hoping that their next wave, if they do another Disney Plus one, will utilise as many of these characters as possible, because it needs to be popular, it needs to be hard-hitting characters. You know, title characters from shows that people are going to want to add to their collections, and not just side characters from What If, and sometimes animated versions of characters we've got loads of times before. You know, they need to pick these carefully if they want to make money on them, because I fully recognise that you go into shops and you see Disney Plus ones on the shelves still, even now. I'd certainly pick up every one of these though, for sure. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for future projects just like this one, and hit subscribe right here on YouTube too, as it really helps me out. Keep on collecting, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this concept wave, and I'll see you next time.